And I get that, but what do you think he needs to do to gain more consistency with his game?
I'm actually a huge Jaylen Brown fan. The last 4 months of the season, he became a really good two-way player. And I think the model for him potentially is Paul George, because he had a lot of the same checkpoints that Paul George did. Paul George is somebody that the first couple years of his career didn't go to the line very much, which I always like to look at to see, especially with a forward, if they're going to actually become a real scorer, you want those free throw attempts to be kind of in the 7, 8, 9 range. Jaylen Brown doesn't get to the line. But Paul George didn't either. And I think he's such a good athlete. He's a really smart basketball player. I think he plays hard. I think that was a weird situation that he was in last year. And he was one of the only ones that got better as the year went on.
He plays hard. You saw something in his eye. I don't think he liked coming off the bench.
He didn't. I think he's really good.
Now, here's Walker. The pass to Tatum. Williams with the ball. Passes it to Walker. Clock at 6. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Good on the triple. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
There's nothing anonymous about that.
No. And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
I really care
about it. Our name
is
attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. They're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. Shot's good by Walker.
Walker's handles are too nice. His dribbling too incredible. The way he handles the rock, just cutting it to the heart of the defense with his move.
Here is Skinny, and Hart has it in the corner. Inside, here's Skinny, and Hayward with the block. Here's Brown, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Walker against Ball. Outside Tatum. Back to Walker. Six on the shot clock. On the top of the key. And that one hits back iron. And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a play you try to channel or emulate, you try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yeah, yes.
This guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really figuring out how to affect the game.
Good. I like that. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Hart, Williamson out there with Hayes, and they're Skinny, and it's Rivers in at the 1 spot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For New Orleans, they have made 2 of the previous 3 free throws in today's game. And the first one drops. So for the Pelicans, Anthony Davis is checked in for Hayes. Pascal Siakam comes in for Williamson. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Austin Rivers. Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the Ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. The next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should go?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So what were your dreams?
Oh, look at him play! Man, this sort of awesome awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Ball against Walker. Pass to Tatum. From downtown, that falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 9 points for Jason Tatum.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
And stolen by Tatum. The high post shot. Not going to go that time. Good D by Siakam. The pass to Skinny. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Celtics trail by 10. Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden, it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming
leagues
up,
happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right. Boston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Ball against Walker. Pass to Tatum. Takes a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 12 points in the game. Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes. And just in basketball, so much more in the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Skinny, in his last game against the Mavericks, lit up the floor. He scored 41 points. And the energy he played with was amazing, willing his way to a double-double. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending a guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of the rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hair in the cookie jar?
Brown kicks to Walker. And the foul on Skinny. That is his first foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in.
Marcus Smart.
Walker finds Tatum. Back to Walker for the tie. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 4th rebound in this one.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here is Skinny, guarded by Smart. No good from Skinny.
Might take a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Need to calm down, play their game.
And That's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smart. Again, the miss by the Celtics. New Orleans leading by 3. Skinny the pass to Hart. Pelicans keep it alive. And it's Williamson missing. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here in the back falls. Nice feed that time for Walker. Walker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And there's the pass to Siakam. And yes, it's good. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Ball against Walker. To the paint. Williams can't get it to go. The Pelicans shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Clearly a foul.
Yes, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Here's Hart, guarded by Tatum. Shot clock at 5. And again, no good by New Orleans. Celtics trail by 14. Hayward dishes to Walker. 1:49 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Smart. Vucevic with the block. Here is Skinny. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight to the wing right side. Walker with a clean look, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And Walker is what we call thirsty. He's thinking of firing as soon as he gets the rock. Great presence of mind from the point guard.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 13. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Skinny.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. .121 left in the fourth quarter. Hayward from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here is Skinny, guarded by Smart. Siakam left side. Passes it to Skinny. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet were set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Here's Walker. Here's Williams. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Vucevic.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
Skinny the pass to Hart. Here is Skinny. There's 38 seconds left in the game. He kicks to Vucevic. Williams with the block. They retain possession. On the clock. Ball with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it wasn't enough. Fantastic job. Hayward, one of the most versatile players in the league, showing he's also clutch.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Skinny. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Skinny's got 38 points.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
Well, GA, this is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 6. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, right now it's technically a two-possession game, but that means you'll have to hit 2 threes without your opponent scoring.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. You can put this one in the books.
So New Orleans wins it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it.